Welcome back. It's Trinity video time. We're getting you ready to meditate with us on Wednesday nights. This Wednesday, our meditation energy is commitment. Talking about commitment is a little difficult because everybody thinks of it in terms of a contract or a marriage or something like that, this long-term thing that you sign up for. I'm going to try and get you to see commitment a little different tonight. I'm going to start by introducing a self-defense concept that I have taught in every self-defense class that I've ever been involved in. It has to do with the gun sight, I call it. If you're in any way in danger, your hands should be up. Never have your hands down. And if your hands are up, you might as well bring them together so that your thumbs touch. It makes this sort of little W shape. Very, very useful. Because if somebody's going to attack you, it's probably going to be one of three things. They're going to have this looping punch that comes in from the side. They're going to have some sort of straight shot where they poke your eyes or grab at you, or maybe even a straight uppercut punch. Or possibly they're going to raise their weight up and kick at you. Bam! You can see that my weight goes up and down. When I'm getting ready to kick, I lift up. Lift up, very nearly impossible to kick flat-footed. Your weight's always going to bob a little bit. So if you have this gun sight there, you can see what's happening. If the punch is coming straight down the middle, you're going to see it between your fingers, and you're going to know, I should get out of the way. If the punch is coming around to the side, you're going to see it on this side or this side of that little gun sight, and you'll know, I should step in. Preempt that punch. If the person is getting ready to kick you, you're going to have this little picture frame and you're going to see their image bob up and down in it. They're going to bob as they lift their leg and start to kick. And you're going to go, oh, kick's coming, and you can cover up. Very simple little way to gauge what's happening. What does this have to do with commitment? Well, I've noticed, looking at closed capture, or CCTV, closed circuit TV footage from gas stations and bars and stuff like that, which you can find all over the internet now. All you have to do is type in "woman accosted at gas station" and you get 37 videos of grainy black and white closed circuit TV camera footage of some attack. And you can watch in real life what happens during attacks. And almost universally, if somebody's going to have their purse snatched or is going to get beaten up at a gas station or their car's going to be hijacked, it doesn't come out of nowhere. The person doesn't pop up from behind the gas pump and jump in your car. They're going to be very obviously in the picture at the beginning of the attack, and you're going to see the person who's going to be attacked walking towards the gas station attendant to pay, and this other person's going to come from the side, and you're just going to see them intercept, and those two will cross paths, and then there will be a violent encounter. The whole time this is happening, the woman on the way to pay for her gas is going to see this person, but almost never do they look right at you and go, I see you, I'm watching you. They go, well, I'm paying my gas, hope nothing happens. We get this tunnel vision where we don't want to acknowledge the scary things around us. If this person makes my radar go off, if he's looking a little twitchy, if he maybe even has something in his hand that I can't see, I'm going to have all sorts of fears coming up. But we have a software problem. We are programmed not to look at the thing that scares us. And that's the safest thing you can do, is look at the thing that scares you and go, I see you. You can preempt so many attacks that way. So that's what I view commitment as. Commitment is the frame that allows you to look at the things that scare you the most. You can stare directly at your biggest fears as long as you have this frame of commitment that makes it obvious how this thing relates to your life. You have this commitment to the safety of your family, or the continued growth of your spirit, or the security of your job, or loyalty to your friends, or whatever your purpose is that you're committed to. You can now gauge this fear against whether or not it is damaging that. And And suddenly it's not such a big deal to take action, to call it out, to say no, to get out of the way. All of these things become options when you gauge it against this framework of what you're committed to. Commitment is nothing more than putting a frame around your purpose, what your beliefs are, what's important to you, and then using it to look at the thing that scares you the most. Look directly at it. So I'm going to suggest that you start by looking in the mirror and talking to yourself about the thing that scares you the most. Put that frame up and say, I'm really scared of losing my job, or I'm really scared that my kids don't care about me anymore, or whatever scares you the most. Say it through that frame, and you'll begin to see that these fears are either things you've said a million times that don't really have any bite anymore and you can just step to the side, or these things are directly affecting your happiness and you need to step in and go, no, I'm not going to dwell on that. I am not going to feed that fear. You can step right in and do some parenting and set a boundary, but you don't know to do that. It's just so scary and overwhelming. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to think about it. It just looms somewhere on the horizon of your life, but you try not to let it come into your consciousness. But if you have this frame there, you can do that. You can stare right at the thing that scares you the most, and then you know what to do with it. It's either coming right at you and you need to say no, or it's just some crap that's come up a million times and you need to just step out of the way and laugh at it. You'll know when you have that frame of commitment. Maybe a little weird at first, but practice in the mirror till it's normal. After a while, you don't even need this. You can just go there. And if you're at a gas station and there is somebody scary, you can just go, hey, how's it going, man? And you've got this little frame that you're looking through. Looks like you're just waving, looks like you're being friendly. Hey, what's happening? But now you've got this frame and you can look at the things that scare you. And if you think this is important, you should stay tuned for more Trinity.